President Donald Trump wants to bring back steam-powered catapults and, in a historic shift, open the doors to foreign-built U.S. Navy ships. The move has triggered a fierce deliberation inside Washington over whether the United States is rebuilding its naval dominance or reversing some of its most advanced military innovations. The president has launched what could become the biggest overhaul of U.S. naval shipbuilding in decades. In a new national security memorandum, the U.S. president has ordered the Navy to abandon the electromagnetic aircraft launch system, or emals, on future aircraft carriers and return to older steam catapults. The decision directly affects the USS Doris Miller, the fourth Gerald R. Ford-class carrier, which is expected to enter service in 2034. Trump has repeatedly argued that the electromagnetic system is too expensive, too complex, and less reliable than steam-powered catapults. The White House says the change is part of a broader effort to fix critical long-term problems in Navy shipbuilding and ship repair programs. The irony is the most notable aspect here. The Ford class was designed to represent the future of carrier warfare. Emals uses powerful electromagnetic fields to launch fighter jets, reducing stress on aircraft and requiring less maintenance than traditional steam systems. According to Pentagon documents, the USS Gerald R. Ford had already completed more than 36,000 emals launches by March 2026. But Trump is now asking the Navy to rip out that technology and return to a system first used in the 20th century. The second part of Trump's order may be even more consequential. For the first time in decades, foreign shipbuilders that invest heavily in American shipyards will be allowed to build up to 2 U.S. military ships in their home country shipyards before shifting production to the United States. The White House is calling it the Finland model. To qualify, a foreign company must build or acquire a U.S. shipyard, hire and train an American workforce, transfer shipbuilding technology and source components through U.S. supply chains. The policy is expected to benefit South Korea's Hanwha Group, which already owns Philly Shipyard in Philly, the United States, and is seeking to expand further into the American defense market. So why this sudden urgency? Because Washington is increasingly worried about China's explosive shipbuilding surge. China now operates 3 aircraft carriers, Liaoning, Shandong, and Fujian, with a 4th reportedly under construction. The newest carrier, Fujian, uses electromagnetic catapults, the very technology Trump now wants to abandon. Open-source defense estimates suggest China's shipbuilding industry can produce far more naval tonnage each year than the U.S., giving Beijing a growing advantage in the Indo-Pacific. On Thursday, a new report by Washington Post suggested that the U.S. military lost roughly 25% of its Reaper drones as Iranian war depleted its arsenal. The aircraft, which cost up to $50 million each, have seen heavy use around the Strait of Hormuz, but they are relatively easy targets for Iran and its proxies. According to assessments by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, the U.S. has already used roughly 1/3 of its combined pre-war inventory of critical precision weapons during early fighting in Iran. These include THAAD, Patriot interceptors, as well as offensive missiles. The president, however, dismissed those reports, insisting American stockpiles remain fully loaded. While America still operates larger nuclear-powered supercarriers with bigger air wings, analysts say the gap is narrowing faster than it has at any time since World War II. Trump's memo also orders the Pentagon to establish a 5th Navy shipyard to expand submarine and aircraft carrier repair capacity.